Hey, Nancy from Soulvibe here. Welcome and get comfy because today we're going to talk about negative people. Now, you can't go anywhere on social media without seeing articles, listicles, memes, videos, giving you permission and even encouraging you to nix those negative people from your life. As a matter of fact, I recently saw a video from another inspirational personality that I've always really respected and enjoyed following them on social media, saying that the science behind removing negative people and actually not even becoming friends with them to begin with or letting them into your life is because we tend to mirror one another. And that when you have that around you on a regular basis, that it is going to bring you down to their level. It's going to lower your vibe. It's going to drag you down with them. Actually, while the science on that is kind of correct, the interpretation of it is BS. And it makes me uncomfortable when I see all of these things online about removing those negative people from your life. Now, let me back up just a second, because if you are being abused in any way, shape, or form, mentally, physically, emotionally, or in any other kind of way, please remove yourself from that situation. Get help if necessary. You are worth more than that. Your health, your safety, that is all paramount. And no one should have to live a life being abused. Those aren't the kind of people I'm talking about. Also, there are selfish people in this world. There are mean people in this world. There are abusive people in this world. That's a fact. And while I do try to be kind when people are mean, I don't always meet the mark any more than you do. Okay? I aspire. I try. And I think that the older I get, the better I get at meeting nasty people with a kind response. And I do try and endeavor to get better at that all the time. And I advocate for that as well, that we all should give that a shot. Bringing a little kindness in this world when and where it's needed. We have a little bit too much anger. The kind of people I'm talking about, though, aren't the mean people or the selfish people who it's not going to behoove you to have those kinds of people around you all the time. You know, the kind of people who for everything that you say or do, they've got something nasty to say about it. They're bullies. And we really don't need that in our lives, do we? I've met some of them. I've had some of them in my life for long term. I've had some of them in my life for short term. And I can say that if someone is using you or taking you for granted all the time, that yeah, I'll agree. Show them the door. Okay? But unfortunately, a whole subset of people get caught up in this purging the negative people from your life thing. And you know who I'm talking about. They're your friends, your family, your coworkers, your acquaintances who have changed. Well, Karen's never been the same since blah, blah, blah. And I can't deal with her anymore. Okay. Now, I always like to give credit where credit is due. And off the top of my head, I can't remember who said that a real friend is the person who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. that is the person that I'm going to encourage you to be. To be that friend. Because it doesn't matter whether it is a chronic illness that has now stolen someone's ability to do all the things that they used to enjoy doing. And that maybe now that Karen has lupus, she cancels on you. And you think maybe if she would just exercise more or, drag herself out of this funk, get out and have a good time, that maybe she would feel better. It may be due to an end of a relationship, loss of a job, financial situation, loss of a home, the grief over the loss of a loved one. It could be any number of things, including mental illness, like depression, anxiety, that can change someone and make them think and act differently than they did before. And all of these things cause their own kind of grief. Everyone who goes through this has to go through a process. Now, it may frustrate you that Karen cancels on you all the time. Or it may frustrate you that every single time that you come up with a well-meant suggestion, that your advice is shot down or not taken. So Debbie might come to you for advice, but then Debbie might not take your advice. What happens is that when people's lives change in a major way, they go through a grief process. Now, when the original thing happens, whatever that thing is, a lot of times people rally around, whether it's an acute illness or, a loss of a family member. People might be cooking dinner. People might be donating through a GoFundMe. People might be doing any number of things to help out. And then, but after the dust settles, that person's left alone with their pain. And sometimes they don't get better on the timetable that the rest of us would like them to get better on. So keep inviting Karen. You're going to be pleasantly surprised the day that she feels well enough to go. Keep talking to your friend who can't seem to talk about anything but what it is that she's going through right now. Keep visiting your friend who has lost his child or lost his parents and has turned within himself and no longer seems to enjoy the things that he used to enjoy. Keep listening. Keep talking. And above all, keep loving. Be that friend. Because, yes, we are a mirror. And if you are the one putting out the good vibes, if you are the one being strong, you are the friend that walked in when the whole world walked out. Now, if you've enjoyed this message at all, please visit us at soulvibe.com if you haven't yet. We have a lot of inspirational and fun things to do over there. And we just kind of live to lift you up and help you live a happier, healthier, and kinder life. And we send messages every day to your inbox or through our app to keep you on track and keep you happy. Thanks a lot. Peace. And have a wonderful day.